Hi everybody, my name is Annette Willson and I am the author of Applied Posture Riding, which is a riding program that trains riders to ride. And I do this basically out of the saddle. We teach, train and then transfer functional core stability. I teach riders how to ride and how to use their core. Now I just want to share with you how this program came about. I've had a roller coaster career, and I'm assuming many of you have as well. Had many highs where I was winning big competitions and things were going well, and I've had a number of lows where I've been injured. I've had death of horses, death in my family, and certainly financial, emotional stress. These all impede on our riding career. Now, riding to me was my be-all, end-all. Like you, just ultimate passion, live, breathe, and love my horses, love my riding, love my training. Now, as a junior, I had to teach myself to ride. I was very lucky in one respect in that my family were into horses and we had horses, so I rode anything I was given. I taught myself to ride by watching good riders and watching the elite riders at the competitions that we managed to get to. I watched how they rode. I would go home and practice. I would go home and copy the good riders and try and pretend I was an elite rider. I taught myself how to keep my lower legs still. I taught myself how to sit up straight. I taught myself how to balance, and I taught myself how to have soft hands. My career was just booming. I had some really good horses, seemed to be on a high, and then my first low came. I had quite a severe back injury. Now, in those days, again, back injuries were treated quite differently to how they are today. I saw a surgeon and he said to me, just quit riding, never ride a horse again, never exercise, give up your teacher's college and get yourself a sedentary job. Well, what he didn't understand was my passion for riding wasn't going to go away just because I had a back injury. Certainly physically I was quite maimed at the time. I went and saw different people to get some help and the same thing happened over and over again. Just give up. Now what people didn't realise was I was seeking help on how I could get back to riding, not that I was not getting back to riding. So I found myself in the same situation with my riding. I had to teach myself how to heal, teach myself how to manage my back pain, and teach myself to ride again with back pain. I did give up teacher's college and I went and studied physiotherapy. With physiotherapy, I was using the knowledge of symmetry, synchronization, length, strength, appropriate stretching, muscle function, good posture, and certainly my core crunch. Now, I didn't know it at the time, but the core crunch was my single biggest saviour to protect my back. Not only protect me when I was riding, but to protect me when I was exercising, feeding horses, lifting up the tailgate, putting saddles on and off. These are the dangerous areas in working with horses, not necessarily riding. I managed to train a number of horses over a number of years, and the slideshow that you're looking at is many of the horses over the years that I trained. My signature style was my lower leg, and I had a number of people ask me over the years, how do you do that? So I started to write my program down. I started teaching posture. But in those days, and only until recent times, teaching posture has not been popular. Everybody wants to learn how to get their horse to go. But what they don't want to learn until recently is how they can work out how they can get their horse to move and train. A good rider can ride any horse and a bad rider can ruin every horse. So it was, for me, teaching core, teaching lower leg. I knew it had to be out of the saddle, and I knew people had to learn symmetry, independent isolation. They had to learn how to move using their pelvic tilt, their upright posture, soft hands, To help me with this, I went on and did my master's degree, and with my master's I established a lot of information about core training. Now the difference between my program and say going to Pilates is certainly excellent to teach people how to strengthen their core, but it's all in neutral spine. Horse riders need to be able to use their spine, use their core in any position, non-neutral or neutral. So my functional core stability program will teach you non-neutral spine. You can use your core in any position. PT trainers certainly have a number of exercises that are fantastic, but the problem with PT trainers is they're not trained in diagnosis or physiology to a depth where they can manage injury. Now, as a physiotherapist, I can manage injury, I can prescribe braces, I can prescribe exercises, and I can certainly treat and advise at an injury to a person who's been injured, particularly a horse rider. Now, a PT trainer often uses the term no pain, no gain. Now that's fine if the person they're training and the person who's giving the information understands actually what no pain, no gain means. So my program not only teaches people how to use their core, train their core, strengthen their posture, but I also teach people how to manage pain and posture out of the saddle. And this is the big difference. So if you're sick of bouncing around in the saddle, you're sick of back pain, you're sick of your instructor telling you to sit up straight, keep your lower leg, and you want to take control of your core problem and you want to change the way you ride, then give me a call. I can be contacted through the menu bar on the website, or you can send me a message through my Facebook, or just go straight to the program, the Applied Posture Riding program, and read through it and get yourself started on learning how to ride truly correctly. So I look forward to meeting you.